Welcome. This is called Day Trading, the best value Elliott wave analysis, episode number 1. So today I'm going to take a look at gold, at its entire history. And from there we move up to the current status of gold and see if it's bullish or bearish. First, I start with the Ichimoku indicator. And once that's done, should not take too long, we talk about Elliott wave on gold. So now let me share my screen share so that we can start. Here you have my disclaimer as always. So please take a look at it so that you are aware that there is risk involved in trading and my risk warning. The link is in the description. I'm going to take a quick look at my services, just to remind people what I'm offering. What I'm offering are live Elliott wave updates. So these videos are just from time to time. Not always, not every day. I try to make them a little more than in the past, but depends on how much time I can find to do them. But I do update regularly on a continually basis. Elliott wave, the Elliott wave counts on right now Bitcoin, gold, and US stocks. Mainly on Bitcoin. Most updates you will receive them on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is also one of the most demanding market. So there things happen very quickly, and in order to be on top of it, you have to update frequently. So for me, I'm promising 1 to 3 updates on Bitcoin a day, but often it's more like 5 or 8, sometimes even more, but it's more around 5 to 8 a day on BTC. On US stocks and gold, I'm only promising 1. It might be a little more, but I'm only promising 1 on US stocks and gold. They move less, so you don't have to update them as frequently as Bitcoin. And on top of the Elliott wave labeling, you also get Ichimoku. So I'm using the Kumo strike strategy, and I tell you where your entry point, exit point, and stop loss, trading stop loss points should be on 3 of them. So right now I have 3 private channels, 1 for Bitcoin, 1 for gold, and 1 for US stocks. And that entire packet, I'm not promising that it will be that price because it's really extremely low. I should ask really a lot, more than 10 times that amount for my service. So right now, it's let's say it's a starter packet, and right now it's very cheap. You get all that instead of 200, 400, 500 bucks a month. You get it for only 20 USD a month. And there comes a private forum with it where you help desk, where you can ask me questions and talk to other traders. So that's a great service. There's nothing like it on the internet. And you can join it by joining my free Telegram group, which is always recommended, and just telling me that you're interested, then I will provide you the instruction on how to become a member. Once you told me that you're interested, you have 2 options for the payment. You either can pay directly to my crypto address. You can use any crypto. I'll provide you the address and you can make the payment. It's then 20 USD a month, or you can pay via PayPal payment if you don't want to use Bitcoin because you don't know or you don't want to learn it. Then you can use PayPal. And by using PayPal, the money will be sent to a third party, and the third party also charges fee. So then it will cost you 30 USD a month. So it's a little more, but you can still, it might be convenient for you, easier than using crypto. So if it's easier than using crypto, that's what you do. The third party will send, with the money you send him, he will buy crypto and send them to my crypto address. It is faster using crypto because I get it directly. And for PayPal, I have to wait until the third party informs me. It might be straight away, or it might take up to 24 hours that he informs me that the payment has been done. So it might be a little longer. It depends on the third party. But you're sure that he'll do his work, that you won't be scammed, and that you get the service you paid for. So either it's 20 USD if you use crypto, and if you use PayPal, it's a little more, it's 30. That's it about my services. And now I want to remind you for my free work today to like and comment. I always like reading your comments, especially if they are kind. And liking the video helps the video being seen by other traders, which is a good thing, because if nobody listens to my videos, if nobody's interested in my services, then I will cease providing to you. As you can imagine, I of course don't make a living by selling you my analysis for 20 USD. I only make it up on the side because I find trading interesting. Instead of keeping all my analysis for myself, I don't mind sharing them. And in exchange for that, you show me your appreciation of my work by making me a small, very small payment of 20 USD a month. That's how it goes. Now, that being said, I want to take a look, as I told you, at gold. So here we have the gold chart, the Ichimoku gold chart, and we will see what it's telling us. As you can see, we have a Kumo break. So we broke above the cloud on this candle. And the future Kumo is green right now. So the future Kumo is green. I'm not sure that it was green when you spoke about it, but it's green now. And the Chiku is clear of price, as you can see. It's clear of price. So that's the third condition. And the last condition is that the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun is below price and in the right order, which means that the Tenkan-sen is bigger than the Kijun. And that's also the case. As you can see, the Tenkan-sen is here and the Kijun is here. And price is above both of them, and it's in the correct order. So all the four conditions to go long on gold are fulfilled. Now, as you know, if you follow my videos, you know that that's just a part of the conditions I need to go long. And the second part is Elliott wave. So I will only take a long position here up if Elliott wave tells me, confirms that outlook. So if Elliott tells me that price should go up, if Elliott wave does not tell me that price should go up, but is bearish, then I will not take a long position. So I need confirmation between Ichimoku and the Elliott wave. That's because I want only high probability trades. The thing is, only if you make 10 trades and 5 are winning trades and 5 are losing trades, well, your bottom line might not be that great. But if you only make, as I already told you, if you only make 3 trades and you have 2 winning trades and 1 losing trade, and you make more money on your winning trades than on your losing trades, then that's much better. So I don't want to overtrade. Okay, so overtrading will kill you. It just costs you fees, and you will have too many losing positions. So I want high probability trades, and to get that, I need Ichimoku for my entry and exit points, but I also need Elliott wave to confirm the outlook. And as you know, if you would enter on, so let's say, so if you would enter on that candle, because everything was green, even the future Kumo, which I'm not certain that it was, but let's say it was, then you would take an entry point above the 9 candle high, which is also the breakout candle. Then you would enter on the, as soon price gets higher than that level, then you would enter on that, because it's buying on strength, since it's the highest 9th candle from the breakout point. So, and your stop loss is below the Kijun, so down there, a little below. You leave a little space between the Kijun and your stop loss. So that's for Ichimoku. So Ichimoku gives you the green light. Now let's see if Elliott wave confirms it or invalidates that outlook. So on Elliott wave, I'm starting with the entire history. On gold, regarding Elliott wave, I'm starting with the entire history. So you had one wave up here. Then you had a long correction, a very long correction. And it was a deep correction, 50%, 0.14, 15.14%. So even on gold, you get huge corrections and very long corrections. Because 50%, that's a lot. On Bitcoin, you make 89% corrections, and on gold, you make 50% per correction. By that, I mean that whatever market you will use, you will get huge corrections and huge drawdowns, and they can take years. Here it was 6,147 days. So I let you figure out how many years that makes, but that's a long time, a very long time. And once you buttoned with wave 2, we did get an impulse wave up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and up here, wave number 5. So now we're going to take a look at the top, and then we zoom in for the correction. So let me take a look at the top. I have to zoom in, and then I will talk about the correction. So here the wave 4 correction, as I've labeled it right now, is much shorter. And that actually surprised me because I was expecting a longer correction. But as I've labeled it right now, we have a wave 3 top up here and a wave 4 correction down here. And then we started an impulse wave up. So wave 1, 2, 3. And since that's 3, right now we are accomplishing wave 4. You can see it because it's a mess, but it will be clear once I zoom in. So right now we are accomplishing wave 4, and then we will get wave 5 up. And that will, well, yeah, that will be wave 5 up. I don't want to talk too much about the correction, but as you can see, it was WX or Y for the correction. And here you have the internals with a triangle in wave B and an ending diagonal in wave C. And now I'm going to zoom in and take a look at the last part of the move. So from wave 2 up to wave 3. I will try to zoom in and get that on the chart. So maybe I'll start with the weekly chart. And maybe I zoom in to the daily chart. Let me see how that looks. Yes, that's more what I want to show you. So from wave 2 down here, we had a wave 1, 2, then an impulse wave 3, which subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and then a wave 4 correction, which was sharp, and up here wave 5 of 3. And now we are in the correction of wave 4. Here you see wave 4, but you probably can't see it very clearly because I have to zoom in, then it will get clear. The first A wave was composed of an ABC wave, A, B, C wave. Then we had a B wave, and no, let me rephrase. Yeah, the first A wave was composed of an ABC, but it's a triangle. So we have an A wave, a B wave, which has also 3 waves in it, then a C wave, and a D wave, and an E wave down here. So as you can see, we are accomplishing a triangle on gold, and we are ending we are in the process of ending that triangle. So that being said, I will zoom into the 1 hour chart to see it even clearer in the last move. Change. So again, here down here, we have the A wave of the triangle. We have the A wave. Up here, we have the B wave. Then we get the C wave of the triangle. And here the D wave, every wave has 3 waves. And now we are accomplishing the E wave. The E wave also will have 3 waves in it. So an A, B, and C. And since wave B is complete, we are now in the process of accomplishing wave C. Wave A ended, was impulsive, and it ended with wave 4 had a triangle, and then we had wave 5. And then we had wave B, and wave B, the first wave of wave B had an ABC and an ending diagonal in wave C of W. Then we had X wave and the Y wave up with an ABC for the Y wave. And now we have the last part of the correction. So let me zoom in once more. Maybe I take a look at the 4 hour chart or the 1 hour chart. Let's first try the 4 hour chart. Let me zoom in once more. The 1 hour chart, I think it's a little better. And let me zoom out a little. Okay, that should do. Actually, I'm going with the 2 hour chart. Does not matter which one, as long as you can see what I want to point out. So up here we had a B wave, and it's of the E wave, since I've shown you the triangle. So up there you had the wave E, and now we are accomplishing the wave B, now we are accomplishing the C wave, which is impulsive, since a C wave has always 5 waves in it. So we did do the wave 1. We're in the process of accomplishing wave 2. Wave 1 subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 not being the shortest wave, if not, it would invalidate the count. And then you have an A, B, C, which forms a W, an X wave with an ABC in it. And now we are accomplishing wave Y. So wave Y also has 3 waves in it. And we already have done wave 1, wave 2. And now we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up into wave 2 top. And once that wave 2 top is reached, we will hit down to finish the triangle. So we will go from the wave 2 down to wave 3, then a wave 4 correction, and wave 5 into the end of the triangle, which will be the E wave of the triangle. So that's how it looks on gold. Once that correction is over, gold should resume its bull market. And since up here we are at 18,000, 1,854.20, the bottom of wave E should be around about 1,700. So that's quite a drop. And if you want to trade that drop, the E wave, what you will have to do is wait until, at least that's what I do, is wait until Ichimoku on gold gives you the confirmation to go short. So once we break below the cloud, and the 4 elements to enter a short condition are fulfilled, you can go short. That's what I do because I want high probability trades, and I will wait for the for Ichimoku to confirm the Elliott wave count, because you could enter a short position once you get close to that, to the start of wave 1. You could enter a short position and put your stop loss just above 1,854. That's a way to do it. I like waiting for Ichimoku, but that's a way to do it. So once you think and that 5 waves in wave C are accomplished, you can put a short position in, and you put your stop loss just above 1,854.20. That's the way you do it. I normally wait for Ichimoku to confirm it, because my Elliott wave count could be wrong. But I'm quite certain, I'm quite confident with that Elliott wave count, and I think it's right. So if you don't want to use Ichimoku and only Elliott wave, you can put a stop loss at 1,800, let's say 55 or 56 or 57, leave a little space, but not much. 56 should do, or 57, whatever, leave a small space so you don't get out because of an error. But that will do. And if the Elliott wave count is wrong, well, then you only take a small loss. That's a way of doing it also. I like waiting for Ichimoku to confirm me, because Ichimoku will give me my entry point, and Ichimoku will also give me my stop loss point. So I like having it, but you can do that system too. There are several ways of trading the indicators I give you. You can choose the one you like, but there should be some consistency. So if you use them in a certain way and you find that being the best way of using those indicators, that's fine. But you have to do it on a consistent basis. You cannot just say, I do it today and tomorrow I won't, or etc. You have to do it on a consistent basis. If not, you cannot see if they work, and you cannot get any real returns on your trading with consistency. You cannot be a consistent, profitable trader if you lose your rules from time to time and skip them whenever you like. You have to follow your rules once you have fixed them, and once you think they are optimal. Okay, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget the like and the comment, and join my free Telegram group so you have a second way of communicating with me. And if everything goes according to plan, I'll see you soon for an update. I don't know what it will be: stocks, gold, or Bitcoin, or an altcoin. I haven't made up my mind right now. I take this decision just before I make the intervention. So I will see what the next update will be, but there will be one coming soon. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.